A young woman disappears while riding her bicycle, and nearly 10 months later, a photograph is discovered more than 1,500 miles away. The picture shows two frightened young people, lying inside what appears to be the back of a van. Their hands seem restrained. Dark tape covers their mouths. And beside the young woman is a book her missing family believed she loved. Was the woman in that photograph Tara Calico? Or was the picture an unrelated mystery that only made her disappearance more disturbing? On September 20th, 1988, 19-year-old Tara Leigh Calico left her home in Belen, New Mexico. For her regular morning bicycle ride, she never returned. Tara was known as active, independent, and determined. She enjoyed cycling and often followed the same route along New Mexico State Road 47. Her rides could cover many miles through open desert, farmland, and long stretches of isolated highway. Tara's mother, Patty Dole, had sometimes joined her, but she reportedly stopped riding the route after becoming uncomfortable with a vehicle that seemed to follow them. She warned Tara to be careful and suggested carrying protection. Tara continued riding. On the morning she disappeared, Tara left home at around 9:30. She told her mother that if she had not returned by noon, she should come looking for her. Tara had plans later that day and was expected home. When noon arrived, Tara was still missing. Her mother drove along the familiar bicycle route, searching the road, the shoulders, and the surrounding landscape. There was no sign of Tara, no abandoned bicycle, no clear indication of an accident. Police were contacted, and a search began. Witnesses later reported seeing Tara cycling along the road. Some also recalled a light-colored pickup truck traveling behind her. But no witness could say exactly what happened next. Small pieces of Tara's belongings were eventually found along the route, including parts connected to her cassette player. Her mother believed Tara might have dropped them deliberately, trying to leave a trail for anyone searching behind her. But Tara's bicycle was never recovered. Neither was Tara. The case soon produced theories, but very little physical evidence. Had she been struck by a vehicle? Had someone forced her into a truck? Had she been followed by a person who already knew her routine? No answer could be proven. Then, in July 1989, the case took a deeply unsettling turn. A woman in Port St. Joe, Florida, found a Polaroid photograph lying in a convenience store car park. A white van had reportedly been parked in the space shortly before the image was discovered. Inside the photograph, a young woman and a young boy lay side by side. Both appeared frightened. Their mouths were covered with dark tape. Their arms seemed positioned behind them. The setting appeared cramped, possibly the rear of a vehicle. When the image was shown publicly, people close to Tara contacted her family. They believed the young woman resembled her. Tara's mother studied the photograph carefully. She believed it could be her daughter. She pointed toward similarities in the face, a mark on the woman's leg, and a paperback visible beside her. The book was My Sweet Audrina, a novel associated with Tara. For the family, the image offered two opposing emotions: hope that Tara might have still been alive, and horror at what the photograph appeared to show. Experts examined the Polaroid, but they did not reach one clear conclusion. Some analysis suggested the woman could be Tara. Another assessment disagreed. The FBI found the photograph inconclusive. The woman and boy in the image have never been positively identified, and no confirmed connection between the photograph and Tara's disappearance has ever been established. The photograph became famous, but fame did not make it evidence. It could show Tara, or someone entirely unrelated, and without knowing who took it, where it was taken, or why. The image remains a mystery within a mystery. Years later, investigators began focusing more heavily on people from the local area. A former Valencia County sheriff publicly said he believed Tara had been struck by a vehicle driven by local teenagers, and that her death had then been covered up. But no body was recovered, and no charges followed from those claims. In 2021, Authorities announced that a new lead had resulted in a sealed search warrant at a property in Valencia County. Then, in June 2023, the sheriff's office announced what it described as a major development. Investigators said they believed they had enough evidence to send the case to the district attorney for review of possible charges. The identities of the people under investigation remained sealed. No public prosecution immediately followed, and Tara's remains were still missing. Tara's mother spent the rest of her life waiting for answers. She died in 2006, never learning what happened to her daughter, and never knowing whether the frightened young woman in the Polaroid truly was Tara. More than 3 decades later, the case still rests between 2 haunting possibilities. One, that Tara was killed near the road where she vanished, and the truth was hidden by people close to home. The other, that she was abducted, taken far away, and possibly photographed in captivity. Neither has been proven publicly. Tara left home for an ordinary bicycle ride. She had plans for later that day. She expected to return. Instead, her bicycle disappeared. Her belongings were scattered along the road, and her family was left with a photograph that may contain an answer, or may have nothing to do with her at all. Somewhere, someone knows who the woman in that Polaroid was, and someone may still know what happened to Tara Calico. Until that person speaks, or investigators uncover the evidence needed to prove the case, Tara's disappearance remains unsolved.